From old dynasties with hundreds of years worth of generational wealth like the Gores and the Mellons, to newcomers that made serious bank from the 2000s tech boom like the Zuckerbergs. Some of the world's wealthiest families live in the USA, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the richest families in all of the US's 50 states. Alabama, the Stevens family, $4 billion. James Stevens inherited the family business, EBSCO Industries, along with his siblings Del, Elton and Jane. From there, the company evolved from a door-to-door magazine subscription service to one of the wealthiest privately owned corporations, leaving his heirs with a $4 billion fortune. Alaska, the Hyde and Rubini families, $300 million each. Real estate tycoons Leonard Hyde and Jonathan Rubini hold equal stakes in one of Alaska's biggest real estate corporations. Their firm owns and manages some of Alaska's most recognizable buildings. According to Forbes, in 2019, this business has allowed each family to amass net worths of $300 million each. Arizona, the Garcia family, $19.9 billion. The Garcias own Drive Time Automotive, the fourth largest used car retailer in the United States. Ernest Garcia II and his son both made the Forbes 400 list in 2021, with fortunes of $13.7 billion and $6.2 billion respectively, making the Garcias Arizona's wealthiest family. Arkansas, the Walton family, $247 billion. Not only are the Waltons the richest family in Arkansas, but they're also actually the wealthiest family in the entire world. The Waltons hold majority shares in one of America's favorite superstores, Walmart, which generates annual revenue of $500 billion. California, the Zuckerberg family, $120.4 billion. One of the wealthiest families in the country's largest state is also one of the list's youngest. Mark and Priscilla Zuckerberg are only in their mid-30s and have a combined net worth of $120 billion. Colorado, the Anschutz family, $11 billion. Philip Anschutz inherited his father's oil and railroad fortune before going on to make even more money in a number of businesses, including telecom and real estate. Today, the family owns everything from Los Angeles Kings hockey team, the Staples Center Arena, and even Coachella Music Festival. Connecticut, the Sackler family, $10.8 billion. One of the biggest names in the pharmaceutical industry, brothers Raymond and Mortimer Sackler have made billions off their medicine empire. Purdue Pharma. Delaware, the Gore family, $8.2 billion. The Gore family are the wealthiest in Delaware. The father and son duo of Bill and Bob Gore accidentally invented the go-to fabric Gore-Tex in 1969. Their family has gone on to make billions since then. Florida, the Petafy family, $23.9 billion. Thomas Petafy, the family patriarch, was a crucial contributor to the creation of electronic securities trading and one of the first people to buy a seat on the stock exchange. They are one of the most powerful families in the United States. Georgia, the Koch family, $34.3 billion. Their family business, Koch Enterprises, is a major global media conglomerate with popular brands such as Kelley Blue Book Auto Trader, Koch's Home Life, and Gamut. Hawaii, the Omidyar family, $18.1 billion. Pierre Omidyar, the creator of eBay, lives in Honolulu with his wife Pamela and their 3 children, making them Hawaii's wealthiest family with a fortune of $18.1 billion. Idaho, the Simplot family, $7.7 billion. The Simplots are the nation's largest potato suppliers. They are the official French fry providers for McDonald's. Illinois, the Pritzker family, $32.5 billion. Their philanthropic work has made the Pritzkers one of the most well-known families in the United States. Their fortune is mostly derived from the Hyatt hotel business. Indiana, the Koch family, $9.3 billion. They own popular medical equipment manufacturing company, the Koch Group. Iowa, the Stein family, $6.4 billion. In a state where agriculture is big business, the Steins gained billions selling maize and soybean genetics to Monsanto, Syngenta, and other global firms. Kansas, the Koch family, $109.9 billion. Koch Industries has grown to be one of the largest privately held firms in the United States, with annual sales exceeding $100 billion. Kentucky, the Hughes and Gustavson family, $10.8 billion. They own one of the country's biggest public storage and rental homes companies. Louisiana, the Benson family, $3.8 billion. Their family fortune comes from the late Tom Benson's ownership of the Saints football team and Pelicans basketball team. Maine, the Alfond family, $8.1 billion. The Alfonds made their billions through the sale of Dexter's Shoe Company to Berkshire Hathaway. Massachusetts, the Johnson family, $36.5 billion. The Johnson family's fortune comes from a 49% share in Fidelity, the world's second largest mutual fund firm. Michigan, the Meyer family, $16.4 billion. Anyone from the Midwest will recognize the Meyer name. Their family operates more than 400 grocery stores in the region. Minnesota, the Cargill-Macmillan family, $47 billion. According to Forbes magazine, this family has more billionaires at one than any other family in the world. They own majority stakes in the agribusiness giant Cargill. Mississippi, the Duff family, $2.8 billion. The Duff siblings own Duff Capital Investors. Their father founded Southern Tire Mart, which is one of America's largest tire dealers. Missouri, the Kroenke family, $19.7 billion. The family's portfolio includes 30 million square feet of real estate, the Los Angeles Rams, and the National Football League, and the Arsenal Football Club. Montana, the Washington family, $6.9 billion. Dennis Washington operates a massive enterprise called Washington Companies that owns a copper mine, 2 diamond mines, and a regional railroad. Nebraska, the Buffett family, $112.2 billion. Warren Buffett is the founder of Berkshire Hathaway, an investment firm that owns big businesses including Duracell and Dairy Queen. Since Buffett has pledged to give away 99% of his wealth to charity, his family might not hold this position for too long. Nevada, the Adelson family, $28.5 billion. As expected, Nevada's wealthiest family made their money from gambling. Patriarch Sheldon Adelson started his business at the age of 12, got into casinos, and found success after building the Venetian. New Hampshire, the Ryman family, $15.1 billion. The Ryman family, whose company controls Krispy Kreme and Pret-a-Manger, is the wealthiest family in New Hampshire. New Jersey, the Dorrance family, $15 billion. In 1897, John T. Dorrance developed the formula for Campbell's originally condensed soup. Now his descendants enjoy the riches that came from his invention. New Mexico, the Chase family, $700 million. The Chase family made their fortune from their oil and natural gas business in the 1960s and 70s. New York, the Bloomberg family, $70 billion. Michael Bloomberg founded financial information and media company Bloomberg LP. He's also served as the mayor of New York City. North Carolina, the Goodnight family, up to $15.6 billion. The Goodnight's wealth comes from their software firm, SAS, which is used to analyze agricultural data. Their services are now used by more than 83,000 organizations worldwide. North Dakota, the Theraltson family, $1 billion. Gary Theraltson is the founder and CEO of a network of firms with the same name that builds and maintains business hotels around the United States. Ohio, the Wexner family, $5.9 billion. The Wexner clan is Ohio's wealthiest family. Les Wexner, the patriarch, created the limited clothing firm in 1964 and grew it into a strong retail conglomerate over the years, adding names like Victoria's Secret, Henry Bendel, and La Senza to their portfolio. Oklahoma, the Love family, $9.5 billion. With a $5,000 loan from Tom's parents, Tom and Judy Love launched Love's Travel Stops and County Stores in 1964. Over 55 years later, the business has made them Oklahoma's wealthiest family. Oregon, the Knight family, $60.8 billion. Phil Knight established the sportswear giant with Bill Bowerman in 1962. Today, the Knight family is the wealthiest family in their state. Pennsylvania, the Mellon family, $11.5 billion. Thomas Mellon, a Scottish-Irish immigrant, founded Mellon Bank in 1867, which is his family's source of wealth. Mellon left a sizable inheritance to his children, who successfully invested and multiplied their wealth. Notably Andrew Mellon, who invested in Alcoa and Gulf Oil. Rhode Island, the Nelson family, $2.2 billion. Jonathan Nelson, a Rhode Island native, created Providence Equity Partners, which is a media-focused private equity firm in 1989, with 180 total investments in media, communications, education, and information. The firm is one of the largest in its category. Over the years, he's quietly acquired a $2.2 billion net worth. South Carolina, the Zucker family, $2 billion. Anita and Jerry Zucker built their family's fortune through Intertech Group, a chemical company founded in 1982. Jerry passed away in 2008, and Anita now serves as CEO. Intertech is the proprietor of an aerospace engineering firm, as well as a large real estate portfolio. South Dakota, the Sanford family, $3.4 billion. T. Denny Sanford formed First Premier Bank to issue low-limit credit cards with hefty interest rates. Although the bank only has 12 locations, it's one of the largest Visa and MasterCard issuers. T. Sanford has promised to die broke, but the bank has been so successful that even though the family has given $1.6 billion to charity, he still has billions to go. Tennessee, the Frist family, $21.3 billion. The Frists founded Hospital Corporation of America, with over 179 hospitals and 119 surgical centers throughout the US and London. It is the world's largest operator of private healthcare facilities. Texas, the Musk family, $290.7 billion. Elon Musk moved his business operations from Silicon Valley to Texas in 2020, when officials refused to allow him to open Tesla plants during the COVID-19 outbreak. Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk's family, is currently not only the wealthiest one in Texas, but also the richest on the globe. Utah, the Miller family, $3.2 billion. Larry H. Miller was one of Utah's most successful businessmen, with a portfolio that included everything from auto dealerships to sports franchises and movie theaters. Ownership of the enterprises transferred to his wife Gail and the four of the multitasking tycoon's children after his death in 2009. Vermont, the Abel family, $640 million. They own the medical device company Boston Scientific, which developed the renowned Texas stent. Virginia, the Mars family, $94 billion. The Mars family owns the chocolate bar company Mars Inc., which is one of the largest private companies in the world. Washington, the Bezos family, $249.7 billion. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos and his family are the richest individuals in Washington. West Virginia, the Justice family, $513.3 million. The Justice family owns coal mines in 5 states and a slew of other businesses. Their patriarch, Jim Justice, is also West Virginia's governor. Wisconsin, the Johnson family, $37 billion. The Johnson family owes its fortune to S.C. Johnson, a cleaning product manufacturer. They produce products like Ziploc, Pledge, and Glade. Wyoming, the Wyss family, $7.5 billion. Hans-Jörg Wyss, a Swiss immigrant, sold his medical device company, Synths, to Johnson & Johnson for $20.2 billion, making him and his family billionaires. That's a wrap on this video. Is your family on this list? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Goodbye, Lux Cats. Until next time.